wrapped our head around how we're gonna pull off our own Christmas. We've never done it alone before. We're starting from scratch here.
This gingerbread village is going to be a Christmas explosion.
Christmas is so inspiring for making things just because of all the traditions.
Some might say I'm the cedar whisperer.
Are the seasons overwhelming you and you're stuck in a holiday rut? Not to worry. Adjoa is a skilled baker with her very own local bakery shop. Denise is a crafting and sewing expert extraordinaire, and I'm a passionate florist who just wants everyone to enjoy flowers as much as I do. Between the three of us, we'll get you in the mood and give your holiday celebrations a personal handmade touch. One that's unique, crafty, and delicious. Together, we're gonna give you a holiday makeover. Mike and Michaela usually celebrate Christmas at their country retreat on the East Coast. It's the perfect Christmas, surrounded by the ocean and a beautiful view of the lighthouse. But this Christmas, they're at home in the city with their new family. And with 2 young boys, they're finding it difficult to find the time to start their own holiday traditions. And they need some help.
It's chaos.
We have a 2.5-year-old named Jack and a new baby named Oliver. A typical day with 2 young boys. It's, we're still getting used to it.
Yeah, I got it.
Wow, that is a cool giraffe. It's just a matter of managing the adult-to-kid ratio. It's really cold outside.
We're outnumbered, even though it looks like we are evenly matched. We're outnumbered, for sure. But it's a lot of fun.
I think our family's complete now. We love having 2 kids. It's fun to see them start to play together, start to interact a little bit. We're a little family unit now.
Christmas is all about family for me. It's all about getting together.
We haven't really wrapped our head around how we're gonna pull off our own Christmas. We've never done it alone before. We're starting from scratch here. We could use a lot of help. The days are ticking by and we haven't really gotten started yet.
The girls and I are here to spread some Christmas cheer and help Mike and Michaela prepare for their holiday season. So this is the first year in this beautiful house. What do you guys think you want to do for your Christmas celebration?
Well, we're starting from scratch. We don't have anything. This is actually our entire Christmas collection of decorations.
That's it?
That's it, yeah.
That's all you have for Christmas decorations? No stockings? We'll make that happen.
So yeah, it's the first Christmas here as a family of 4. We have a newborn, so we're a little bit short on time. But it's also our first Christmas not with our extended family. So what are you thinking? What do you want to see?
We'd like to see something that has tradition but some excitement for Jack, this will be his first Christmas, really, that he remembers.
And I want to see something that we think is beautiful, too. I don't just want it to be a kid's Christmas. The mantle would be a great opportunity to decorate.
It's beautiful. The mantle would be perfect to do kind of a twist on a wreath. We could do maybe more of like a living wall with secret garden kind of feel.
And we get some of the fresh scent of Christmas as well.
Oh yeah, we'll use lots of cedar.
Okay. That'd be
Okay,
great.
and then tradition, I can get that for you. I'll figure out a way of incorporating tradition, memories into stockings, because you can't have Christmas without stockings, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is this your cottage here?
It is, yeah, in Prince Edward Island.
I did a little bit of digging, and I did find out that there's a gumdrop cake that's traditional. So I found some gumdrops.
These are the right
those-
ones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking is maybe if we do a gingerbread house and incorporate some of the gumdrops into the gingerbread house and make it sort of look like your cottage.
That would be very cool. Yeah.
I think we have a lot to work with.
Let's go back to our places and get started, and we'll see you guys soon.
We'll get to it.
Okay,
Thank you.
Bye. For Mike and Michaela, I'm gonna make them a gingerbread village. There'll be a lighthouse, there'll be some other little houses, there'll be a pond to skate on. It'll be like a gingerbread, colorful wonderland. This lighthouse is gonna be really amazing. To make a massive gingerbread anything, it's my favorite thing to make. It's my favorite thing to create for people. It's my favorite thing to customize at this time of year. It's like a gift to me as well. Done. I'm gonna go make the model. To make this gingerbread village, I'm going to actually build a model the same size as the one that I'll be baking for the gingerbread village. Then use that model as a template to build each structure. After I've got the structures baked, I'm gonna put them together, and then I get to decorate with all of the candy. Okay, let's make these cookies. I love Christmas so much. It's my Super Bowl. I love working with gingerbread dough. Always keeps its shape It just feels so velvety. A gingerbread house is the perfect thing to bake for Christmas because it's something you can have on display, and it's something that if there's enough candy on it, which there should be, you can kind of pick at and nobody really knows that you're doing it. I love these puzzle piece trees because you get 2 cookies in one and one adorable 3D tree. They're gonna look great on our gingerbread scene. I just like baking and giving things away. It's so rewarding and it's so lovely because you get to feed people and fill them up with like sweetness at a time when they don't feel bad about indulging and they just get to eat whatever and they're gonna eat whatever. It's just win-win for everyone the whole time.
I'll need some reindeer moss. Who doesn't need reindeer moss at Christmas?
I love Christmas. I love presents. And I love stockings.
It's gonna be Vine Central Station. This year, Mike and Michaela are celebrating Christmas on their own with their new family. They're starting from scratch and they're a bit overwhelmed. So we're gonna create the Christmas of their dreams, complete with new traditions like an Advent calendar Christmas tree, beautiful decorations, and sweet Christmas treats that make Santa proud. For Michaela and Mike, I'm making a sort of non-traditional take on the Christmas wreath. I'm sort of blowing it wide open and doing a series of wreaths that are all kind of living and growing off on their own in a very romantic kind of secret garden way. Then I'll just have tons of greenery. I'll do the cedar on the mantle, these incredible wreaths with the vines just going everywhere. This is gonna be beautiful. Let's make it happen. Michaela's mantle is a lot bigger than this one, and so I have to take that into consideration, but at least I've got something to sort of play with here. Because your eye naturally goes to the fireplace, it's such a perfect place to decorate. It's begging for greenery. So this is looking really lush. I feel ready. I'm gonna go get to work. To construct the living wreath wall, I need grapevine, evergreen boughs like cedar, some spruce. I'll need amaryllis flowers. My ruscus will be my vinage. It's an Italian ruscus, very beautiful, very malleable. I'll need some reindeer moss. Who doesn't need reindeer moss at Christmas? I'm ready to start building my living wreaths. I've got my grapevine base here, and I'm just gonna start with our cedar boughs. Process for making the living wreath wall. Start with the grapevine structures, adding my greenery, adding in my flowers, taking this concept to the actual space. That's where the artistry begins, because when I'm placing the vines, I don't know where the next one is gonna go. It's hard to plan it. It's something I have to get on site and do. I love working with cedar. I'd say it's my favorite of all the evergreen options, because the smell is so robust. It just permeates the entire house. Some might say I'm the cedar whisperer. Cedar is Christmas to me. If I could just drape myself in cedar and walk around all day, I would do that. Oh yeah. That's looking really good.
Stockings are just so fun to me. I made this one when I was little. I'm so talented. For Michaela and Mike, for their Christmas celebration, I'm making them memory stockings. And these are going to be handmade, personalized stockings that take elements from their past and put them all together. And then it leaves room for elements from their future, too. For the kids, have a whole life ahead of them. So what I want to do is leave them so that they can be really workable, so that Jack's pieces, he can Velcro them on and off and change them up as his interests change. And then for Oliver, you know, he's just a baby, so he doesn't have his own personal taste yet. So I'm leaving that one pretty plain, but there's lots of room. Add on to it. And I'm gonna get started. For the stockings, first, I have to figure out what they like. What are they interested in? What are their hobbies? And then I want to go around and collect all of those elements. Once I have that, I cut out the stocking, and then I start figuring out the placement and the positioning. And then, of course, I'm sewing it on, gluing it on, hand sewing it on, doing anything and everything to get those bits on that stocking. I know that Jack loves trucks and animals, and I found animals driving trucks. So I'm gonna definitely use that. Some little owls to represent her two sons from Michaela's. They met at university, so I have a little capping gown for that as well. I love Christmas. I love presents, and I love stockings. For me, Christmas is just about spending time with family and then doing things that you love. All right, sewing room, here I come. So I want to take all of the elements and figure out where they'll look nice for placement. I just want to group everything together so that each little cluster tells a story. I can't wait to build Jack's. I'm gonna make a little road. You know how kids love to play with that toy mat where they drive their cars all over. So I'm gonna create a road on here, use this string to do the center line of the road, and then cut each one of these diggers out, put a little Velcro on them so that he can play around and drive them around his stocking. It'll be extra fun. I love it.
I think that Jack is going to lose his mind when he sees all the candy on here.
I'm praying that my amaryllis will open.
Element 1 of 1,000 for the stocking done. I have so much more to go.
We all love Christmas because it's the one time of the year that you can go overboard with ornaments and colorful decorations. So the gang and I are here to help Mike and Michaela get into the Christmas spirit. Adjoa has started baking her massive Christmas village. I'm building my wreaths for the mantle. And Denise is ready to sew her memory stockings.
Stockings are kind of one of my personal favorite things, and you know, they're just such a big part of Christmas. I want these to be a really heartfelt, personal item that they're excited to bring out every year. I think this contrast color will be great on the red stockings. And then I'll do the stitch detail with a totally different color as well. I figured putting the names on would be super easy, but I wasn't thinking that, you know, I'm hand cutting them, I'm stitching around them. Michaela's name is so much longer than everyone else's. And, you know, it's just those little things that you tend to overlook that all of a sudden when it's in front of you and you're doing it, oh. I have name 1 of 4 done. Element 1 of 1,000 for the stocking done. It's a bit overwhelming because there are so many items. I'm adding Velcro, I'm glue gunning, using snaps. I'm gonna use some staples, I'm sure, to get stuff on, hand sewing, everything. It's a lot. I have so much more to go.
I'd like to put some focal flowers in this, really make it pop, and so I'm praying that my amaryllis will open. I'm planning to use the amaryllis in the wall, in the living wreaths. Amaryllis is considered a Christmas flower. I think because the rich ruby red of the one particular variety is so popular because Christmas and red go hand in hand. It's just a perfect flower to use at Christmas time. From bulb form to forcing it can be a couple of weeks, and then when it blooms, you've got a couple of weeks. So it's a good month-long flower. These amaryllis need to open. If you don't, Christmas is canceled. I have a plan B, but I'm a plan A girl. I don't like to go to plan B, so I need it to open. In the meantime, I'm going to cut a red rose just to see what this is gonna end up looking like. I think Mike and Michaela are gonna be super excited about this. I've made a ton of cedar wreaths and spruce wreaths. This will be something a little more bespoke, actually. Doing the grapevine with the vines kind of coming off. This will be different for me. I finished making the wreaths, and now I need to go to the space and finish constructing the living wall. I think it's gonna look beautiful when it's done.
So now we're going to use some very hot caramel and carefully glue the sides of the house together. Making a gingerbread house is a great tradition that Mike and Michaela can start with their family because they can share it with everyone and everyone can contribute, and it's pretty sweet. I'm just piping on the edges just so we can hide some of the seams, and then we are going to adorn this baby with a lot of candy. This gingerbread village is going to be a Christmas explosion. There's going to be candy, there's going to be royal icing, there's going to be gingerbread, there's going to be sugar, there's going to be glitter. It's going to be all of the most amazing things about Christmas in one place. If I could, I would live there and eat the walls. Jack, this is for you. Don't hold back. Have fun. Glittered and done. I don't know how this is gonna get there, though. The top of the lighthouse was broken, and one of the houses lost its wall altogether.
I thought I was almost done, and then, oh no! Okay, that was not supposed to come off.
Christmas is all about traditions, family gatherings, beautiful decorations, and presents under the tree. Mike and Michaela are on their own this year, so we're here to help. But it's looking like we might need a Christmas miracle. Denise is having trouble finishing her stocking.
I have so much more to go.
My amaryllis isn't open. If you don't, Christmas is canceled. And Adjoa's got a big problem on her hands.
I don't know how this is gonna get there, though. I've just arrived at Mike and Michaela's house.
Yeah.
So just try and hold it up. Alison, thank God, came out and helped me bring the house in, but it was a bit of a seriously traumatic ride here.
Slippery right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The top of the lighthouse was broken. One of the houses was slid over and a little bit damaged on the edge, and another one had lost its wall altogether.
Oh, sounds like it hurts my heart a little bit. Slide it under.
So, I was up all night, I thought I would finish, and I am nowhere near being done. I thought I was almost done, and then everywhere I looked, there was one more thing I needed to put on the stockings. Oh no! Okay, that was not supposed to come off.
Things finally started to come around.
The amaryllis and I had a chat back at the studio, and they came through for me. They opened. It turns out I'm a flower whisperer. Thanks, amaryllis. I can't wait for them to see it. I think I made it rain. I think the wall looks like it's alive.
I'm thrilled that this is now done, and just hanging it and looking at it, it's all come together. I'm so pleased with it, and I can't wait for Mike and Michaela to see them too.
So now it's all fixed and it looks great. Like, I'm so relieved that the damage wasn't permanent. So I'm really excited for Jack to see how it's gonna look.
Mike and Michaela are celebrating their first Christmas in their new home, and we helped them prepare for the holiday season. They wanted a Christmas that Jack will never forget, and with new traditions they can build on year after year, and decorations little Jack will enjoy. We hope they love what we made for them.
What do you think? Beautiful flowers.
Did we bring Christmas home?
Yeah.
Where's Santa gonna come?
Can we dance
Down the chimney.
I created a twist on the traditional wreath above the mantelpiece. I wanted the wall to feel alive, vines, cedar, and amaryllis being the focal point. This living wall is sure to bring joy and inspire Mike and Michaela to make their own in years to come.
And do you see your stockings? You see your stockings here at the window.
Denise made memory stockings that the family can build upon year after year. Each stocking had their name written with zigzag stitching and was adorned by items commemorating special memories or places they have been. As a special touch, Denise made stocking hangers with a place to hang new pictures each year.
Where's the gingerbread house? Do you see it?
Adjoa made a giant gingerbread village with the East Coast as inspiration. She modeled the house after Mike and Michaela's cottage and made a 2-foot-tall lighthouse with a beacon of light shining at the top. Gumdrops, jelly beans, and icing decorated the structure, and an ice skating rink and sugar-dusted trees rounded out the village. Finally, no Christmas is complete without a Christmas tree. So we made an Advent calendar Christmas tree for Jack and Oliver to count the days leading up to Christmas. Each of us made decorations to hang on the tree. Adjoa baked East Coast-inspired Santa Claus sugar cookies. Denise filled mini pouches with toys, and I created terrarium ornaments that had winter scenes inside. We hope that this unique idea is something Mike and Michaela can make a tradition of each Christmas.
I think they all just really loved it and felt like we brought Christmas home. I think they'll be able to carry on these traditions for years to come in their new home.
I'm so glad they like the stockings, and I really think it complements the entire room. You know, the room looks stunning. We all put together something that looks incredible, and then the stockings are that personal touch.
Oh my gosh, it was so great to see Jack so excited to see the gingerbread house and the village. He demolished his little gingerbread skating man, and it was just so wonderful to see him enjoying what I'd put all this hard work into.
What the people are inside there?
I am amazed at the talent. I can't believe how much of this was made ahead of time and on site. Like, it's just a work of art. I wish we could keep it up all year round. Christmas has always been fun, obviously, but starting to see it through like the eyes of a child and seeing their reactions it's the best part.